Girl, you on my line right now. Yeah, I can see the signs right now. Feeling like a boss right now. Feeling like a boss right now. And you just took a loss right now. Dripping in the sauce right now. Get a sprinkle up my style. I'm about to lock down.
Feel like in the real life, dripping on sauce in the good life. You shine, I shine, and ain't nobody gonna take mine. I just wanna be a boss. I will never ever fall.
I feel like a boss right now. Talk to the man right now.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Feel like the man right now. Your girl on my line right now.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Shorty ought to be my me. Ooh yeah, yeah, yeah. She love me in the gray sweatpants. You never I left, yeah.
Feeling like a boss, I done made it. Get so like a spaceship. I swear my life is amazing. Blowing money, no hesitation. Up, downs, no basic. I know these be hating, but that's what made me feel like in the real life, dripping on sauce in the good life. You shine, I shine, and ain't nobody gonna take mine. I just wanna be a boss. I will never ever fall.
I woke up and I'm feeling like a boss right now. I'm gonna hold it down, I swear. I roll up and I'm smelling like a right now. I do this for my rounds, oh yeah.
Nothing on that beat.
Addicted to ballin', I have to get my cash. The money is calling. Got bands, I'm addicted to ballin'. I'm addicted to ballin'. I have to get my ends. I pull up in my pants, flexing, counting my bands. Started getting money, I see how it feels to be rich. I live by the beach now, that's how I should live. Since I was a toddler, I knew that I would become this. I cannot move slow, that's a big no. Gotta chase this money, bankroll after big bankroll. I must get this money, I must get this money. I must get this money, get this money, get this money. I'm addicted to ballin', I have to get my cash. The money is calling. Got bands, I'm addicted to ballin'. I'm addicted to ballin'. I have to get my ends.
Got 100, I need bands. Now look at my dance. What is my jam? Run and get you that bands. Turning that party up. Used to have a my Nautica. You know the money be calling up. Friend, I'm tryna all of ya. Talking body ballin', watch this. Started let me too quick. Went to Oakland with a few. Took 'em all your break. Yeah. Imagine what I paid for the rollie. Still from the police. 24 carats on my Kobe. Yeah. That for the homies.
I'm addicted to ballin', I have to get my cash. The money is calling. Got bands, I'm addicted to ballin'. I'm addicted to my ends.
take a loss on my headstone. Only take a when I'm dead. I'm the gang 3 times on my headstone. Been from the cradle to the grave. Now your favorite rapper name on a headstone. Too late, you already dead. Imagine when you're 30,000 feet up, what you think of? Oh, I hated knowing that my thoughts to turn to dream. Cause I never knew I'd get my chance to link up. Oh, I tell you all of this unusual to me. Swear I came from the bottom, flappers living, walking dead on. Put your favorite rapper's name up on the headstone. Big for the cheese and you're dead wrong. Propaganda set the standards in the tear down.
Throw it back, yeah, I'm born to it's talking, it's hustling me where I'm at. I'm living how I want now. No reason to look out, it's clear to see. All eyes on me for 100 degrees. Who am I? Ruthless, easy, does it. In public, hated to love it. The underdogs with liquor swabs. It was written in my diary to start a war. I'm feeling infamous, immortal with my technique. A revolutionary shining with diamond teeth. Young Don Cartagena, excuse my demeanor. This the glamour life, you still not a player. You ain't half as nice. I'm born again, life after death. I made the sacrifice, I'm super duper fly. Used to keep them hypnotized. I said my name is Juice, America's most. Ain't no half stepping. See you at the crossroads.
Money over on my headstone. Here lies young getting paid, but never take a loss on my headstone. Only take a when I'm dead. I'm the gang 3 times on my headstone. Been from the cradle to the grave. Now your favorite rapper name on a headstone. Too late, you already dead.
It was written in the children's story. Their life's up, so what you want? Every day I struggle with it. Only God could jump me slipping. I'm infinitely big through the genesis. Dead presidents, drop a gem on them. On earth, these the last days. Throw your get money, quiet storm. Have it thoughts. For the cream, renegade. For the money, only green is the green. I'm a player on the late night tips. So they see the prototype. Fingertips, reservoir dog to the skull. Ignorant. Can I live? Still film it. Kiss to death, friend, protect your neck. 3 boys in the Cadillac. Grave digger, kiss to death, friend, protect your neck. Shame on the 3 boys in the Cadillac. Grave digger.
Money over on my headstone. Here lies young getting paid, but never take a loss on my headstone. Only take a when I'm dead. I'm the gang 3 times on my headstone. Been from the cradle to the grave. Now your favorite rapper name on a headstone. Too late, you already dead. Right now I'm on the edge, so don't push me. Troublesome to 96. You a shook one, breeze and know the ledge. I'm your. What's that? I smell. Let me count my. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, run. Hi, my name is Dirk Cobain. Like a. Here I go to the next episode. Ain't no damn this explosive Beast Coast. Yeah. The mother ride or die for my strictly for my survival of the fittest. That's the sign of the police. I'm indeed cover earth, skirt, lean back. Give me one more chance. They say Jesus walks and the devil wear Prada, but I'm so deaf. God can't tell me nothing. Right this on my death certificate. I gave you power. 21 questions like who? They're warning. Watch them flashing like paparazzi. 2 words. Get money. Tonight's the night. Guess who's back on my block? Rather you need Bucktown. This on that quiet stuff.
Just off the shores of Lake Erie, we are at First Energy Stadium in a city aptly named after its founder, Moses Cleveland, way back in 1796. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The dog pound in full roar as their Browns emerge from their tunnel. And they're ready to go as they get set to match up with Ben Roethlisberger and the Pittsburgh Steelers. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And incomplete. An excellent play downfield. Should have been picked off, really. But second down instead.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. A fake to Bell. Now it's Roethlisberger. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. Boy, not what you want to see in quarter one of the new year. We'll be back.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
A first red zone opportunity for the Browns thus far. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11th. They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Well, at least he was able to break that initial contact, or it could have been a loss.
Yeah, give credit to the defensive player, though. What did he do? Made him slow down, slow up his feet, and allowed the rest of the guys to get there to finish him off.
Mayfield now on 2nd down. It's the first NFL touchdown pass for the Heisman winner, Baker Mayfield. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive.
Well, you would think that if you threw 119 touchdown passes in your time at Oklahoma, another one might be routine, but not when it's your first one in the NFL. Welcome to the league, Baker Mayfield, and look out, NFL defenses.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. To return, it's Cam Sutton. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Steelers making their way out is sort of an interesting offseason for them. You at times get the sense that there's not always complete harmony. But, boy, when you get everyone together and that offense is humming, there's something to watch.
They almost feel like a team that they actually use that and it works for them, right? Different guys want the ball. Different guys want attention. And then when it's focused on them, they tend to produce. Now, I think on the defensive side of the ball, they got a great rookie season out of T.J. Watt at outside linebacker. So I'm hearing whispers this offseason that Bud Dupree, another outside linebacker, is due for a big season. And if so, they could be back to being known as Blitzburg.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. On 2nd down, Roethlisberger. And he connects with Vance McDonald. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. And that one results in 35 yards. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 38. Now Roethlisberger going to hand the Bell. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Let's go now.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 yards that time, and a Pittsburgh first.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Put your hands on him. Get hands on him. That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy. Kings. Hey.
Now they'll throw it with Roethlisberger. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. The 40, 20, 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. Gonzalez to add the PAT. And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect, and this remains a 13-0 game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. And they'll go with a ground attack here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Back to the ground, this time with Bell. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. Now Ben on 3rd and long. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down. Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. The Browns heading out on offense, Charles, and everybody knows the story. It's been 10 straight years of losing seasons, 0-16 last year. But it feels like there is some optimism. Is it warranted?
It'll be warranted if they can translate all the optimism, the draft choices, the free agent pickups, the molding of a team into winning a game and then turning it into at least a modest winning streak. They have a great opportunity here in the opener against the Pittsburgh Steelers, their hated rival. That will make everyone feel better, not just the organization, but all the fans that surround them.
A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down. Mayfield on first down. The 20. Throw left side complete. It's Gordon. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Josh Gordon, 42 yards. And the Browns add on to their lead. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, if there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. Brought down that time by Christian Kirksey.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Let's go now.
Now they'll try the sweep with Bell. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or two short here with 3rd down coming up.
And that was a good run. This was only one of 9 guys to go over 1,000 yards in 2017. And I think you can't let him run wild here.
What do you think, 100 yards, the measuring stick?
Always. That is the threshold. You want to keep him under that if you want to play good defense.
First catch for the NFL's leader in receiving yards a year ago, and a 1st down. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 5, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. Now it's Roethlisberger. He's going to look deep down the field. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Let's go. Snickers, you got to spin.
Roethlisberger with a give to Bell. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line is just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16.
Let's go!
Here's Roethlisberger. And he finds McDonald. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down. A first opportunity for the Steelers in the red zone. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's complete right around the 8. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations. But a guy of his size, you can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective.
Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. In for the score. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit. Down 3 scores already. This game was really in danger of getting away from them. They needed a drive like that, especially on the road.
Not only to calm themselves, but maybe tamp down the crowd a little bit because everything was against them. As you noted, this game could have gotten away from them very easily, but instead, the calming drive, now they have a little bit more confidence. Okay, we're back in it. All right, we're ready to go. That was impressive.
And the defense now needs to reciprocate. This fielded at the 2. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. This offense trots back out there now, and as they do, Charles, one thing to point out that we saw a second ago are some of the new rules in the NFL this year regarding kickoffs.
Yeah, nowadays, the kickoff team, no more running starts. Remember that when you could kind of circle a guy around, and here he goes? No more. You have to start, close to the ball, and when it's kicked, then you get to take off and go, so you can't build up your speed that way. Also, when you're returning it, remember those wedges that we used to say where guys would form together, 2 or 3 guys? No more of those. So it'd be a lot more man-on-man, one-on-one blocking. And also they have rules about where people have to be when the ball's kicked, where they have to be when the ball's caught. So to me, it's much more like a punt return than it is an actual kickoff return. So I'm eager to see if teams now take their punt returners, those nifty guys who make people miss in the open field, and make them the kickoff returners as well, because I think you can still get big plays in this area if you have the right people back there.
And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. T.J. Watt in on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Leopard, here we go now. Green 39, Green 39. Hey, alert 3. Check.
Second down, Mayfield. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. He got 29 yards that time. Baker Mayfield, obviously the #1 pick overall. That was controversial, though. What ultimately made the Browns go in his way?
Well, post-draft, I did hear a Browns executive talk about the efficacy of Baker Mayfield. In other words, how people rally to him, how people respond to him. He talked about seeing him at a workout, how he showed up, yelled out to the other guys. They yelled back with the same response, ran right to him, and they were ready to start the workout. He said things like that and his talent tipped the balance in his favor to go #1.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Watch him now, Barney. Watch him now, Barney. Now let's go. 319. Leopard. 319. Over.
They go back to the ground with Johnson. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Detroit!
Mayfield to throw it. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th. Zane Gonzalez now to try the Browns field goal. This an easy one, 23-yarder. And the kick by Gonzalez is good. And that will swell the lead to 16. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
They'll start out on the ground with Bell, and he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Credit the tackle to Navarro Bowman. Now the Steelers hustling up to the line of scrimmage. The give is to Bell. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. To throw here, Roethlisberger. Dancing to his left. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
Well, it's looking like another 3 and out here, and at some point, got to be able to put together a drive to keep your defense from having to go right back out on the field. I feel like things are starting to unravel a little bit, and we're not even at halftime.
Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super tough.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
And he's got some space here. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
And another example of why Baker Mayfield went #1 in the draft. His ability to confound defensive coordinators. They played him for the pass. They covered it well. He takes off with his legs and scrambles for a big gain.
Mayfield looks to throw, and he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. T.J. Watt coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. As they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Mayfield off the play fake. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. From the gun, Mayfield. That is caught by the former Gator, Antonio Callaway. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's fourth down. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And Gonzalez puts this one through. And that will make this now a 19-point advantage. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. They go play action with Roethlisberger. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Jonathan Hankins busting through to get him for a loss of 6. On third down, here's Bell. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll check in for the first time with the newest member of our Madden family, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. The first carry for a former 49er and also a former Buckeye. It's Carlos Hyde. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Now a second down throw for Mayfield. Looking deep downfield. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete.
Gone! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Hot!
On third down, Mayfield. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Great blocking, nearly sprung in there. 28-yard return. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
no, tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Here's a carry now for Keith Marshall. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
A give to Bell. And he'll get down to about the 26-yard line. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
It's never a bad idea to try and get it to Antonio Brown, but it must be a little bit of the Madden curse going on for our cover athlete here. Hasn't been able to get that elite separation that we're used to seeing from him.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Roethlisberger. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And this Browns defense stands tall. And the Browns getting set to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Here's Mayfield underneath for Johnson. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 72 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. They'll run for it with Hyde. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Mayfield. Now he's forced out left. The Browns are in the end zone. Touchdown. So a quarterback scramble, certainly a pass play, but he saw something, tucked it, and got in the end zone.
A lot of quarterbacks, when they scramble, they're scrambling to create more time to throw the ball downfield. In this situation, as you noted, he tucked it and took off. Great play by him.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that will bump the lead up to 26. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Uses the spin. And the Steelers set to take the field. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Now Roethlisberger goes underneath for Bell. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Good blocking there. Nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Lucky 56, gone!
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. Open receiver, that's David Njoku. Breaks the tackle, now Allen. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line.
Here we go now.
Johnson on the counter. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I think Cameron Hayward's ability to take on blocks, hold the point of attack, and get upfield serves him very, very well. What a nice play there.
Yeah, he can take on blocks because he's built like a block.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
On 2nd down, Johnson. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. Completes this to Callaway over on the right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Antonio Callaway with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Browns continue to roll. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. This will be taken very short.
this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. Kings.
They'll try and get the running game going with Bell. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And all the way up to the 47-yard line. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes...
This is caught inside the 15. And he takes this down deep into Cleveland territory. A big play. Smith-Schuster on the throw from Big Ben. 43 yards. They go play action here on first down. Congratulations to James Washington. That's his first touchdown in the NFL. So we just witnessed touchdown number 1 for the Rook, and certainly that's a football he's going to want for the trophy case.
Yeah, this is one that you don't spike, right? This is one you don't throw to your teammate and let them celebrate. This is one you keep for yourself, take it over to the equipment staff and have them mark it up, put it away, and then you get it later on, and as you said, mount it in your trophy case. Fantastic. Hopefully the first of many.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Mayfield now on 2nd down, and the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Throwing, Mayfield. And he's got this one complete to Callaway. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Here's Britton Colquitt now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Now Brown. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. On the left side, it's McDonald. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Hey. Snickers, you got to spin. Double bump.
On 2nd down, Roethlisberger. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Steelers on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw deep right. That's caught at the 25. And he takes this down deep into Cleveland territory. And that goes as a gain of 37 on 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger. Now he's flushed out left. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
They begin the drive with Johnson. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. Dumping it off for Johnson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And unable to get downhill there, so he'll take this up to about the 37. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Following the penalty, it's 1st and 5, and you got to think offensively, all kinds of options.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney. Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19. Over.
Following the penalty, it's Johnson. And some room to maneuver. Johnson jostles free. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him. But don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
Well, they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
Yeah, nobody leaked. Big play.
Leopard!
Now a handoff. Johnson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Let's go! Green 39!
Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this.
Back 99 Philly, here we go!
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And they'll indeed take a knee. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. And they will take a knee here. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. And the kick by Gonzalez is good. And that will push the lead up from 26, and it grows up to 29. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Able to shake him off. But he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Myles Garrett in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Emmanuel Ogbah in there to get him. And this pass rush strong now. That sack's on back-to-back plays. On 3rd down, it's Bell, and he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting set.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off to a good start. It's a win here in Week 1.